welcome to the Absecon City Council, February 19th, 2026 regular meeting. Mayor is not here today, so Steve, you want to lead us in the flag salute?
Absolutely. Thank you. Attention salute.
I pledge
Pledge allegiance to the flag
Of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Do you have the notice? Oh, yeah. She doesn't have the notice with her.
Should I go over and get it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just hold on for a second.
Just 1 minute.
I can say the first line, right? According to the Open Public Meetings Act.
You don't have to run, Mary. It's okay. We got it.
Good, how's yours?
Hello.
Hello, JR.
See, we all mess up. I messed up. She messed up. You got nothing to worry about. You're going to be better than me tonight.
I got one more to show you.
While we're waiting, just so
Why not go
everybody's
ahead?
aware, our municipal clerk is out currently, so we have to pass a resolution to, quote, hire for the day, appoint a deputy clerk. Mary will be our deputy clerk once we swear her in really quick via resolution, but that's why there's just a quick hiccup.
Carrie's got COVID. You would think, but when you always have it in front of you, it's easy to rely on the paper, you know? That's a deal.
Can't read this shit up.
Well, this counts as me stolen from Nick, Christine.
I know.
Is he on his way?
Yeah.
I suppose. I don't know.
in the firehouse again?
Texted me. No, he texted me. He was like, GPS is stolen.
I know. Literally.
3 minutes in.
You too.
Everyone can talk. I mean. Mr. Clark, how are you?
Recorded?
Yeah, that's all right.
You can talk, it's just on the record.
Alex, you can say whatever you want. It's on the record, though. Oh, now I say everybody can talk and it gets quiet.
Yep.
Oh, listen, I'm fine. I had a good finance meeting. I'm good.
Yeah?
Was it? It was good?
It is what it is.
It was good.
Yeah.
You really think we're going to get all this snow on Sunday?
What?
Is it supposed to be Sunday or Saturday?
I can probably find
You can't get it?
Yeah, I think she was supposed to.
The weatherman said either we're going to get nothing or we're going to get 2 feet.
Oh, that's a shame. I feel bad.
But she hasn't had vacation because she's had 2 days off.
it's close enough.
Yeah, I mean, that's just the state's suggestion.
Nobody
You can also indicate that it's being
Where are the
electronic to
volunteer
report it.
badges at
If you want
now?
to say that.
Does Pete get them or they're with Mary?
I believe it's still in Mary because you have to go, or with the police, you have to, if you've already
Chief, I'm
gotten your
sorry, I
fingerprints,
asked that
then you
question
go through
and
them
I got distracted.
as
Do you think we're going to actually get all this snow?
I don't.
So
They
my
don't have to
son's,
read fingerprints again.
right, my son said he renewed last year and he never picked up his badge though, so does Mary.
I used to go around back.
I read
People don't mind when you're wrong in that scenario, right?
I read it.
Well, that's fine. If you're wrong about not getting
What was
this,
that?
You snow.
say that we're getting it and we don't get it, everybody's going to be
Oh,
happy.
we're
Right.
on.
I read a thing once that said weathermen and baseball players, it's the only
Yeah, I
job where
used to get mine
batting
from there.
300 is actually
I
good.
thought it would
Ironically
be.
enough.
All right. This is to advise a certain advance notice has been given to the date, time, location, and to the extent known, the agenda of this meeting, in accordance with the provision of the Open Public Meeting Act. And notice of this meeting has been posted prominently at the bulletin board in the municipal complex lobby, on the city's website, and communicated through the newspaper designated by the governing body. This is to further advise that this meeting is being recorded electronically and can be viewed on the city's website at abseconNJ.gov. All right. Well, Christine, would you like to kick off a quick reading?
Yes. So Kinley Hubner was the winner of the VFW Patriot Pen essay, and due to some illness, she was unable to read her entire essay at the VFW about a month ago. So she asked if I could read it tonight just so she could get this out so everybody could hear the end of it, since we were all loving it so far that night. It's called How Are You Showing Patriotism and Support for Our Country? Patriotism means being proud to live in the United States, respectful of those who serve our country, and spreading kindness and love. I try to show these qualities every day through my attitude and actions. My grandfather served in the Army as an airborne, and he told me from a very young age how proud he was to fight for the United States. He instilled the importance of respecting the flag and our country. He wore his Army hat proudly for as long as I can remember, and when anyone said thank you for your service, he would say, I am proud to have served this amazing country. I agree with my grandfather that this country is amazing because of our freedom. We have the right to speak our minds, vote on our leaders, and live the way we choose. Another reason I believe our country is great is because of the many cultures that live here. We can learn from each other and share ideas with people who are not just like us. Our country allows people to work hard to reach their dreams. They can be anything they choose, including a teacher, a doctor, a firefighter, or even the president. I show patriotism by spreading kindness and love. I try to be a good person every day. I volunteer at community events, donate money, make treats for the animal shelter, and help wherever I can. I always invite others to participate and try to make sure nobody gets left out. I make cards for veterans on Veterans Day, Christmas, and Thanksgiving to make them happy. I also help with a shoebox drive to collect items and cards for people serving the country. By being a good person and helping others, I believe I am showing patriotism and encouraging others to do the same. When I pass by anyone in a military hat, I always go out of my way to say thank you for serving our country. What I really mean when I say thank you is thank you for serving our country, thank you for being proud to live in the United States, thank you for keeping us free and safe, and thank you for spreading kindness, respect, and love. Great job.
Kinley, thank you for coming tonight. We really appreciate it, and awesome that you won, well-deserved, and not as a councilman, but as a Army veteran myself, like your grandfather. Thank you for such a good letter. And I believe there's other veterans in this room as well, Army guys, so so perfect timing. So thank you so much for those kind words. It was really, really powerful. Thank you. Thank you. You're very welcome. We're going to get into the boring stuff now, so that was the fun stuff. Welcome to stay or leave, up to you guys.
To the one out of consent.
Have a good night, guys.
Thank you for coming. Thank you for a nice job.
All right, regular meeting agenda, 2026 resolutions out of consent. 53, appointing a deputy clerk pro tem for February 19th, 2026 council meeting.
Motion.
May I hear a motion to move this resolution 5326?
Motion.
Second?
Roll call. Clark.
Yes.
Evans.
Yes.
La Rotunda. Light.
Yes.
Parker.
Yes.
Sykes.
Yes.
D. Rose, yes. Welcome, Mary.
Thank you. Good to be back.
Now we got roll call.
Mary is our former deputy clerk. We're in good hands. 2026 ordinances for introduction. 05, an ordinance repealing and replacing Chapter 224, Article 20 of the Land Use and Development Ordinance entitled Affordable Housing. May I hear a motion?
Motion.
Second?
Discussion on this. For introduction only. John, do you have anything to say about it?
Nothing to really say. Our planner put it together, and really it just complies with the new state regulations that are required through our Round 4 obligations. So we're just meeting those requirements through this ordinance.
I spoke to Jen prior to this meeting, and that's exactly, she said the state put out the mandate, and we are just complying with everything in our Phase 4.
Everyone's doing it. We have to have these, you have to go through second reading and adoption, and then we have to file it prior to March 15th. So timing is sort of the essence to get this started, but we're in good shape in terms of timing at this point.
Does anyone have any other questions? If not, you can reach out directly to Jen. She will be at the next meeting for any open discussion about it. If not, roll call, please.
Clark.
Yes.
Evans.
Yes.
Lovertonda's not here. Light.
Yes.
Parker.
Yes.
Sykes.
Yes.
DeRose.
Yes. This ordinance will be posted, laid over, and published according to law. A public hearing, second and final reading will be held on March 5th, 2026. 2026 ordinances for adoption. Capital ordinance providing for various general capital improvements and acquisition of various equipment by and in the city of Absecon, appropriating $120,000 therefore from the general capital fund surplus to pay the cost. Do I hear a motion for the second reading of this ordinance?
Motion. Second.
Roll call, please.
Clark.
Yes.
Evans.
Yes.
Light.
Yes.
Parker.
Yes.
Sykes.
Yes.
DeRose.
Yes. Ordinance 03-2026, capital ordinance providing for various general capital improvements and acquisition of various equipment by and in City of Absecon, appropriating $120,000 therefore from the general capital fund surplus to pay the cost. May I hear a motion to open this meeting to the public for comment or discussion on this ordinance only?
Motion?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Would anybody from the public like to speak on this specific ordinance? May I hear a motion to close the meeting to the public?
Motion. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? May I hear a motion for the final reading and adoption of ordinance 03-2026?
Motion?
Second.
Roll call, please.
Clark.
Yes.
Evans.
Yes.
Light.
Yes.
Parker.
Yes.
Sykes.
Yes.
DeRose.
Yes. Ordinance 03-2026, capital ordinance providing for various general capital improvements and acquisition of various equipment by and in the city of Absecon, appropriating $120,000 therefore from the general capital fund surplus to pay the cost thereof. This ordinance has been heard and is finally approved. Ordinance 04, amending the code of the city of Absecon, adding chapter 168, buildings. Do I hear a motion for the second reading of this ordinance?
Motion.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Clark.
Yes.
Evans.
Yes.
Light.
Yes.
Parker.
Yes.
Sykes.
Yes.
DeRose.
Yes. Ordinance 04-2026, amending the code of the city of Absecon, adding chapter 168, buildings. May I hear a motion to open the meeting to the public for comment or discussion on this ordinance only?
Motion. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Would anybody from the public like to speak specific to this ordinance? May I hear a motion to close the meeting to the public?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? May I hear a motion for the final reading and adoption of ordinance 04-2026?
Motion?
Second.
Roll call, please.
Clark.
Yes.
Evans.
Yes.
Light.
Yes.
Parker.
Yes.
Sykes.
Yes.
DeRose.
Yes. Ordinance 04-2026, amending the code of the city of Absecon, adding chapter 168, buildings. This ordinance has been heard and is finally approved. Consent agenda. All matters listed under item consent agenda are considered to be routine by the city council and will be enacted by one motion in the form listed. There will be no separate discussion of these items. If discussion is desired, that item will be removed from the consent agenda and will be discussed separately. 54, amending Resolution 33-2026, confirming meetings of city committees, commissions, and boards for the year 2026. 55, authorizing a refund of overpayment of taxes for the first quarter of 2026 on Block 217, Lot 1. 56, authorizing a refund of an overpayment of taxes for the first quarter of 2026 on Block 289, Lot 1. Consent items only. Do I hear a motion to open the meeting to the public?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Anybody from the public like to speak on this? Do I hear a motion to close the meeting?
Motion?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Let the record reflect, Councilman is here and present. Thank you, sir. Consent agenda. May I hear a motion to move the entire consent agenda?
Motion.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Clark.
Yes.
Evans.
Yes.
Lortunda.
Yes.
Light.
Yes.
Parker.
Yes.
Sykes.
Yes.
DeRose.
Yes. Approval of the bill list, $1,417,959.54. May I hear a motion to accept the bill list?
Motion.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Clark.
Yes.
Evans.
Yes.
Lortunda.
Yes.
Light.
Yes.
Parker.
Yes.
Sykes.
Yes.
DeRose.
Yes. All right, council committee reports. We will start with Councilman Light.
Thank you, Mr. President. We have not met. We are going to meet on the 2nd of March at 5 o'clock, but a couple things I'd like to go over is we had really good response with, in conjunction with our police chief, our engineering staff, and as well as support through Atlantic Electric. So I'm happy to see a lot of our street lights. I know that's like my pet peeve, but we're paying for it. I want to see it done, so I'm seeing action. So I'd say maybe 80% of the lights that have been, I use the word pinged, they're actually being repaired. So it's nice to see. So it's better for our community, public safety, and then also I'll ask the engineer to maybe weigh in on some of the stuff that's DOT and county related when he speaks. That's all I have. And then also, just as I always do, is thanks Public Works for all the work that they do with the snow and the ice, and they always try to make a point to thank them for their efforts. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman. Alex?
I'm going to piggyback on Public Works real quick. Nick, you want to speak about the update we got on Shore Road today?
Yes, I'd
The win we got? You want to wait, or you want to go
Why
now?
just do it during the engineer report?
up to you guys. Be happy to.
Well, I didn't know if you
Up
want
to
to tag it to what he just said. That's the reason why I said it. But you want to do it now? I would do it now, yeah.
Okay. I have
Alex
some
is excited
information.
about this.
We probably got to win, so let's
Yeah, some information hot off the press.
How long?
But yeah, since the last time we met, we've had several, one meeting and a couple discussions with the county. We've addressed their comments, and as of today, I did receive an email at 5:30 with the county stating that the plans are good. They signed the plans. They've accepted all of our changes, and they've accepted the plans, and stated that will now be moving forward with bidding. So great news there. It's a huge win, like Councilman Clark said. And the schedule that we have here in the email, so it should go to purchasing immediately once we sign the plans and send them back. That takes no time at all for us to do that. And then takes, let's see here, a couple weeks for purchasing, and then they'll advertise them for 4 weeks. And based on the current commission schedule of meetings, they're anticipating an award in May. And then move forward with a pre-construction meeting June, and hopefully a pre-con right after that. And so we could see construction beginning possibly in July of this summer. So,
Excellent.
so yeah.
All right, so
Possibly sooner if they did say possibly sooner if we can compress anything in that schedule. So yeah, since the last time we've met here, I guess we can now say that Shore Road has been approved and will be going out to bid.
perfect.
That's a catch. It's a catch. Timing's a catch-22. You got summer traffic, and there's going to be detours. But on the other hand, the fall-winter moon tides are when we get hit the most with the flooding. So we'd want to be done by then.
Right.
That's tricky. Oh well. No, it is what it is. But
Yeah, we're estimating about 7 months of
7
construction.
months, yeah.
So the sooner the better. It's a possibility that it could be completed by the end of this calendar year.
thanks, Nick. Anything else, Councilman?
Sure. So finance met this evening. We went over a few things regarding our budget, salary stuff, and looking at preparing more for our budget for 2026, hoping to get some more information done the next finance meeting. We talked about increases to different salaries for crossing guards, class 2 officers, salary staff, as well as looking for a new CFO. So, that's it.
Thank you, Councilman. Councilwoman?
Community Affairs has not met since our last meeting. Our next meeting will be March 5th, Thursday. We did move the time, just as a reminder, from 5:30 to 5 o'clock because the council meetings now are at 6, so it gives us a full hour instead of a half hour rushed.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Councilman Parker?
Public Safety has not met since our last meeting. However, the only thing I have to report is one of our newest police officers went a little bit viral yesterday for something really good. So that was nice to see him going the extra mile and seeing our new police officers out there. Chief, do you have anything to add?
Yeah, I think that's an occurrence that happens more times than often. It's just not reported. It was very nice that the resident was nice enough to, give the officer kudos. It was Officer Melendez. I'm going to talk about the lighting real quick. We've been hearing about the Route 30 lighting. I think we're working with Atlantic Electric, so there should be some repairs and fixing of that in the short term. So just give us a little time on that. And then lastly, if we get the snow that a few people in the room are hoping for, I guess, remember to clean off your cars. The last snowstorm, we had several windshields blown out. It's just laziness not to clean off the car. And, you could somebody could really get injured or worse just by not taking the snow off your car. So take a little extra time, clean off the car, and do your due diligence when it comes to that.
Thanks, Chief. Councilman, anything else?
We meet again on March 2nd at 6 p.m. The only other thing I wanted to add, and it's not public safety related, but one of our Absecon residents hit her 1,000 points at her Holy Spirit basketball game yesterday. That was Lauren Sellis, so another neat thing that happened in Absecon this week.
Very cool. Thank you. Councilman?
Thank you, President. Parks and Recreation met this Tuesday. One of our favorite meetings is picking the concerts, so we were able to dial down the 10 that we are going to invite out of about 15, and that being said, we got to make sure we don't have any dates or anything set yet. We have to make sure that all the bands are able to play and that they can fill the spots. We have a few backups as well. Once we get the confirmation that all can play and the dates are out, I'll make sure I'll reach out to Councilwoman Evans, and we'll try and put it on the Community Affairs page so that everybody can see and make some accommodations for the summer coming. We also talked about a few things with possibly painting the goalposts at the football field for the upcoming season. They're white paint right now. They could use a fresh coat of paint. We're talking about maybe doing yellow and upgrading it like that. Talked about the lights at the end of the cul-de-sac. I believe it's out right now. We were talking about with Councilman Light as well. Not only replacing that, but possible different unit for the top that would span both the entire cul-de-sac, then rather single light depending on what we can afford money-wise and what's available for the attachment that way. Some things about the foul post on the baseball fields. Going to look into that as well, obviously paint. And I wanted to give a heads up that March Madness starts first week of March with the local basketball teams, and I think that was that was final for everything that we discussed at the meeting.
Thank you, sir.
Mike, excuse me, I'd like to add something as well, or just is some of the lighting, and clarify, some of the lighting is it's city-owned, which I found out. It took me a while to figure that out, but the city owns certain poles back there, so we'll need to get them addressed accordingly. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, both. Councilman?
Code enforcement, at our first meeting this Tuesday, it was a very productive meeting. Councilwoman Evans was there, Jessica, our administrator, and Officer Gadd. We discussed kind of our plan of how we're going to be going through the code book to do updates. I asked Lee to give us a list of those that he feels are top priority that we needed to adopt in the next coming few months. So I'll be working with the council president and our solicitor to get those on the agenda. And then we'll just go through routinely and identify ordinances that are really outdated and need to be brought up to new standards. So other than that, our next meeting will be March 17th at 4 p.m.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Mayor Marone is unable to be with us tonight. He is coaching his son in a championship hockey tournament. Clerk's report.
All right, so for January 2026, the clerk's office was $6,180. Construction office was $170,692. Tax office was $1,642,192.92. The court was $56,313.50.
Thank you. Engineers report.
Thank you, President. Last week, we were able to submit the grant application for this year's local recreation improvement grant. That was for additional funds for the multi-use sports facility pole barn structure over at Pitney Park. So that grant is now submitted. Today, I was able to send in our proposal to do the engineering and prepare plans for bidding for that project. So we can talk about that in the next couple weeks. The idea there is to, potentially design the building, get it ready for bidding, while the city maybe, raises some money through fundraising efforts, and while we wait for the new grant that we just submitted to come in. Still waiting for the 2025 road program in Delaware Avenue to kick off, just waiting for the temperatures to warm up. We did receive submittals, so starting to see some activity from the contractor now, and, hopefully shortly we'll see some work beginning for those projects. And then we will be getting back to the pedestrian crosswalk safety improvements project, the raised crosswalks project. Just kind of waiting for the snow to melt because we do have some additional survey that we need to get to wrap up that design. So we'll be sending our crew out shortly, as long as we don't get any more snow, I guess, this weekend. And working through some projects for the 2026 budget. Most likely be focusing on our DOT grant-funded projects, such as we have some additional pedestrian safety projects coming up and some paving projects, and then some New Jersey DEP I-Bank-funded stormwater projects. And then the last thing I'll just add is we do have a couple email contacts with the DOT, so at Councilman Light's request, I'll reach out to them about some of the lighting issues on Route 30, and we have been getting actual responses from them, so, hopefully we can get something taken care of over there. Thank you.
Sounds good.
Nick, raised crosswalks, you mentioned it. When are we thinking of going to bid for that, though?
So
Can we get a timeline?
we're probably about, I would say, like 1 to 2 months out from finishing and submitting to the DOT.
Okay.
And then they typically take about a month to review. And once they review, we're on to bid.
Before calendar school year for 2026?
Yes, I would hope so, yes. I
September?
think that should
Okay.
be achievable. Mhm.
Okay.
Nick, I have a question is, could we possibly look into any grants for potentially ADA, it's just a simple type of restroom or something out here where our park or where
Yeah,
where our bandstand is, or just something, I don't know, I don't think I've ever asked about seeking a grant. Is that something we could maybe look into if it's possible?
yeah, I'm sure we could take a look and see what's out there for that. Basically like a ADA accessible restroom building
Yeah.
out in Heritage Park.
Yes, I know we looked at it conventionally, but I don't know that we ever looked at it as far as any grants that are out there.
Yeah, we can take a look. I mean, the first one that comes to mind would maybe be the CDBG grant that we've been successful with in the past, but not recently. But if that opens up again, we can certainly try. And I can poke around and keep my eyes open for other ones that might pop up.
Thank you.
Jessica?
At City Hall, we're trying to finalize our cybersecurity training requirements in an effort to avoid malware, phishing, and ransomware, and protect the integrity of our municipal records. And in the event that we do get snow, I'm hoping we don't, please be patient with Public Works. They work really hard, and it's only 6 guys working practically round the clock, so we appreciate everyone's patience.
Thank you. To the 4 people watching live, I'm kidding. Our clerk's office has been closed. However, there is a sign on the door directing traffic to Jessica and her team in the tax office, and they can pretty much handle a lot of clerk duties. So I do recommend, if you have any questions, to call ahead. I think that's all I have. Do I hear a motion to open the meeting to the public?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Would anybody from the public like to come up and speak? Name and address, please. Name and address.
Hi, everyone. My name is Sandy Hickerson. I live at 210 Upland Avenue. I'm looking for your guidance. I am not a marijuana smoker. As you all know, I work at ShopRite. ShopRite parking lot is horrible. You can't walk outside. You can't walk through that parking lot without smelling it. I work 6 days a week. 5 out of the 6 days, when I get done work, I walk outside and it hits you in the face. Not only that, 7 o'clock in the morning, doors open. It's the first thing you smell when those doors open. Now, how many people are at ShopRite at 7 o'clock in the morning? Not many. But it's not just me that's complaining about it, it's other employees that are complaining about it. We have customers that go into our courtesy counter are complaining about it. I've gone to management, I'm like, what can we do? It's, right, it's public, you're allowed, right, you're outside, whatever. But it's absolutely disgusting. It turns my stomach. I can't imagine our poor little children that are in there breathing the same air. It's disgusting.
Just to clarify, you
So-
can't smoke
Not
publicly.
inside.
No, outside either.
Well, they're doing it.
You can't.
So I don't know, maybe our police chief could get the guys to patrol through there a little bit further, or a little bit more frequent. But it's horrible. And, but yeah, I know customers are complaining. Unfortunately, and this is probably even different, they're not just complaining about other customers smoking, but I know there's employees smoking as well. That's a whole different story.
That's not our,
But, you know, it's so sad, and so I've gone to management, and I said, hey, is there something that we can do? Can we post a sign or something saying, you know, no smoking on premises, or no smoking so many feet from the front door, or something like that? I mean, the customers are coming in, they're coming in right up to the counter to order a cake, and they're like this in my face, and I'm like, I feel like I'm gonna get high because they're breathing right in my face. And it's disgusting. So anyway, would ShopRite be allowed? ShopRite told me that it would have to be a corporate, you know, decision or whatever. But would ShopRite be allowed to post a sign saying, you know, saying that they can't smoke either on the property or so many feet from the front door or something like that?
well, I think both are already laws, right, Chief?
So this is 2026. I mean, I think everybody better get used to it. When you go out to dinner and you're going to celebrate something with your family, and there's folks that are sitting near you that smoke cannabis that's legal, and they smell, you're going to have to smell that. You know, we're starting to get complaints about people and their neighbors. Their neighbors are smoking their cannabis in their yard. I mean, there's not a whole lot of things that the police department can do about these things when we legalized cannabis. And that's the quick answer. If you see somebody, you know, smoking, you can notify us, but, you know, on private property, there's not a whole lot we can do. In our parks, we have ordinances that say that you can't smoke in the parks. However, just driving around town, there's certain streets that you drive on that you can smell it.
Yeah.
Drive around Atlantic County and you go down, there's certain residences that are probably smoking cannabis legally, and you can smell it. So welcome to cannabis and 2026 and on, with it being legalized, there's not a whole lot we can do.
But to answer your question at hand, I mean, looking at code right now, but we're not going to stop ShopRite from.
No,
putting up
ShopRite's
their own
it's a
signs.
private business.
It's a private
If they
business,
decide
so
they
if
want to,
yeah, absolutely.
they can absolutely can. So I would
That wouldn't be us.
encourage you and your
These exact
staff
questions
to-
have come up, you know, in any business, whether it's ShopRite, a restaurant, or anywhere else. Like, you know what, if you'd like, you can come down the court on Monday night and smell the inside of this building. It's got a distinctive smell.
Sandy, I think the biggest thing is I frequent the ShopRite and I'm seeking a lot, and obviously I have the same issue. When you walk in and out, you smell pretty strong. I've never seen anybody smoking on the property in terms of walking around the parking lot. I think the smell is so strong on the individuals because they smoke in the car with the windows up, which means it's getting on their clothes, and there's nothing, you know, that's their personal, if that's what they do in their own car, we have no control over that. Obviously, the smell's going to be much stronger just due to the confined compartment that they're doing it in. And literally, they exit the car and they put it out just like somebody would a cigarette. Obviously, the smell's a lot stronger, but unfortunately, in that situation, there's not much we can do other than if they had it out in the public, and then ShopRite would be able to, because that's their property, private property. But
Yeah, I mean, to span upon that, employees that are legally smoking cannabis show up to work and they have the smell on them. I'm not quite sure. I mean, that would be a legal question, but I don't know if, as an employer, you could even enforce that. I don't know.
But it depends on the type of work you're doing, but
Right.
You may be able
Obviously.
to. Yeah,
Yeah.
may be able to in there.
And I know
You have
that's
to have probable cause. You have to
I
be
know that-
definite because they have to be tested right away because of the union and everything.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, I know that's a different
They call it
thing, you know,
business.
when, you know, where I'm talking, you know, public versus employees. But, you know, what happens if they do enforce, you know, drug testing or whatever? And then I'm smelling it so much, you test me, I'm probably gonna test positive. I've never smoked one a day in my life. You know, that's how strong it is. But anyway, but thank you. So I know that I can tell
Yep.
management that, yes, they could push the sign if they want to.
Yeah, not
that
us. Yep.
It would solve anything, but thank you for listening. Thank
You're
you for
welcome.
your
You're
input.
No problem.
Always a
We
pleasure.
got you, Sandy.
Wonder if,
Anybody else from the public like to speak? Name and address, please, sir.
Sure. Good evening, everyone. Roger Dutch, 315 Pennsylvania Avenue. A couple of years ago, I brought up, they tore up the road at one of my two driveways when they redid Pennsylvania Avenue. But then they tore up the road in front of the house next to me to run pipes or gas or water or whatever the problem was, and it settled. And it settled more and more and more, and it's never been repatched, never been repaired. And now in front of my apron in my concrete driveway, the street's literally cracked out and back to the curb again. And where they tore it up in front of the house next to that driveway, my driveway, but the house next door to me, it goes from where they tore it up, cracked straight across the street to where they tore it up on the other side. I think one was water and the other, I think, was when they went and ran new gas for everyone.
I was just going to say, do you know what utilities it was?
I think on my side of the street, so that would be the south side, if you go down Pennsylvania Avenue off of Pitney on the right, and on the left, I believe it may have been gas, but I don't know.
Can you send me pictures to my phone number? I know you have it.
Sure.
Just send us some pictures. We've dealt with this in the past. I think Steve, we worked on it, right?
Yeah.
And the water company came out and made it right. It took a little time, but
Right.
they did come out and make it right. So I know the chief actually worked on that issue as well.
Bring it up as I'm
We're on
here.
the same page.
I've mentioned it a few times before.
Yeah,
and-
so just, if you want to send me some pictures, and a rough time, if you remember when the work was done, ballpark, so that way we can go back and see,
2 to 3 years.
I'll go out and check it, and then I'll get with Nick, and we'll figure out.
and better. All right.
We'll
We
figure it
can
out. We'll get
see-
it fixed for you.
We can pull any of the old permits and
Yeah.
see.
On Pennsylvania Avenue, the other, and I know it's been brought up before, but I'm going to bring it up again, because I'm not seeing anything getting done. Throwing a skim coat of cold patch on it isn't going to work. They redo our whole street and the whole area from Pitney to Pennsylvania Junction. It's all riddled and tore up and loose debris, you know, it's just, I don't know what happened. It needs to be graded and paved. It's,
Well, we'll look at both
Tore
streets
up.
and then find out from the permits
Right.
who to contact.
and then since I'm here and I'm too lazy to call tomorrow, can you get boat ramp permits now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Hey, hold on, Roger.
Monday.
No, I will be here at least till 10:30 tomorrow, so if you can come in first thing in the morning, I
Right
can get
after,
you up
well, I have
There
a
you go.
DA appointment, but after that, I'll be here. I'll be here before 10:30.
before 10:30. I have to leave at 10:30 tomorrow.
Right as I said it, you gave me that look. But, so yes, our tax office is able to do, and to the gentleman on Facebook, I apologize that it didn't happen today, but you can come back tomorrow before 10:30 and get it done. But yeah, we'll be able to
I had
handle
asked
that.
because you said something about one of the windows in the
Yeah.
back, and I'm like,
Yep.
all right. Thank you.
Yep, you're good.
Thank you.
Oh, one other alibi. I agree with all the compliments I heard with our public works.
Thank you.
I plow on the side for the state, I plow where I work with the federal government, and I see our guys, and it hates it when I see on Facebook someone complaining that a walking trail isn't plowed. It's like, come on, you know? So, my hat's off to them all, thanks.
Thank you.
Appreciate that.
Thank you for your time.
Would anybody else from the public like to speak?
Sounds like it. It's a heat.
May I hear a motion to close the meeting to the public?
Motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Is that rain?
Yeah.
Wow, that rain is loud. May I hear a motion to adjourn this meeting?
Motion.
Motion.
Second. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Thank you, everybody, for coming tonight.